I am super hyped with the upcoming Otome games planned to release this 2025. With Love and Deep Space pushing awareness of Otome games, the standards are just getting higher and higher. In this video, I'll be sharing 20 of my most anticipated Otome and Amari games launching this 2025 on console or PC. Just a quick heads up, the trailers and images you'll see are from the publisher's official campaigns, so there might be a few that you might consider minor spoilers. Oh, and since there is a Season 2, you'll want to check out the first game in the series first. But don't worry, I've added chapters in this video so you can skip around as needed. Alright, let's get into it. Starting with Velvet Bite Softly with Teeth. This visual novel mixes the fun of Halloween parties with the timeless allure of vampires. With 6 unique characters to fall for, it's perfect for players looking to sink their teeth into a softer, more personal vampire tale. You're invited to what seems like an ordinary Halloween party until you realize the guests aren't your typical crowd. And as you navigate this spooky, thrilling night, you'll uncover the secrets behind these fascinating characters while figuring out how you fit into their mysterious world. I enjoyed the demo. Each character is beautifully designed, and the visuals feel pretty atmospheric. It has this romantic and eerie vibe to it. Its inclusivity and LGBTQ+ themes make it a refreshing addition to the romance genre, welcoming players of all kinds. Mark your calendar for February 14, it's the perfect Valentine's Day treat. Then we have Him, the Smile and Bloom. This visual novel takes a refreshing approach to romance, focusing on the lives of 4 unique couples connected through a charming local flower shop. Instead of a typical choose your love interest style, this Otome dives deep into the relationships of these pairs, exploring the ups and downs of love. From the excitement of new attraction to the challenges of maintaining a bond in the real world, each couple's story feels authentic and relatable. As a fan of Yuya, known for their work in Cafe Enchante, Cupid Parasite, and 9-Rip, I love the art and character design in the game. This release will have an updated script for Western fans, which, I hope, makes the dialogue even more engaging, complementing the stunning visuals. Unlike many Otome games, Him, the Smile and Bloom focuses on mature, multifaceted relationships rather than idealized love stories. If you enjoy heartfelt stories with a rich cast, this game offers a calming yet emotional experience that stays with you long after the credits roll. Moving on, we have Despera Drops. If you're into gripping stories with a mix of action, mystery, and romance, this game is a fantastic pick. The game centers on Mika Amamine, a Japanese student studying abroad in Italy. What starts as a summer trip to Rome with friends quickly spirals into chaos when she's accused of murder and finds herself escaping a crashed police van along with 6 other fugitives. As Mika discovers her mysterious power, she's hunted by attackers and police alike. Alongside her companions, she dives into a fast-paced journey to uncover the truth behind the murder, her powers, and the people chasing them. The artwork had mixed reception, but I, for one, love Kozaki's character design. He's known for Fire Emblem Awakening and Fates, and No More Heroes video games. At least in terms of themes, if you enjoyed games like BUSTAFELLOWS or Color Malice, you'll likely appreciate Despera Drops. The game releases this March 6th. Up next is Falling for Yaoguais. This fantasy visual novel blends Taiwanese folklore with a lighthearted romantic twist. You play as a customizable protagonist who unwittingly lands a job at an amusement park run by supernatural beings called Yaoguais. But what starts as a simple job spirals into a dangerous mission as you uncover that humans are on the menu. And you're their next dish, which is crazy to me. To survive, you must disguise yourself as one of them and navigate the drama, danger, and romantic entanglements with 4 unique Yaoguai. If you love immense storytelling with a mix of mystery, humor, and romance, this game might just be perfect for you. Although, do be cautious on the localization. But what piqued my interest is the game's rich Taiwanese mythology, which adds a unique cultural flavor. The game is planned to release this Q1 of 2025 on Steam. Then we have Eternal Glory. 9 years ago, your life took a dark turn when a mysterious curse robbed you of everything: your family, joy, and even your place in the world. Now, you've returned to the ruins of your childhood home, only to stumble across three men who lead divine organizations. When you realize these leaders might hold the key to breaking your curse, you set out on a journey filled with danger, unexpected alliances, and tough choices. The story mixes fantasy with deeply personal struggles, making it feel both magical and weirdly relatable. If you enjoy visual novels like Color Malice or Code Realize, this game offers a similar blend of romance, mystery, and fantasy. It's for players who love stories with deep lore, a world with divine organizations, curses and power struggles, and emotional journeys, a protagonist who's not chasing love but also healing from loss and finding their purpose. Eternal Glory is coming soon to early access this Q1 2025 on Steam. Next up is Battlefield Waltz. This heartfelt visual novel is about a girl named Lan who loses everything: her home, her family, and her sense of belonging. Left with nothing but a mysterious cursed sword, she's thrust into a dangerous world where her newfound power becomes both a blessing and a curse. Enrolling in the elite military academy Nirvana, she must navigate life on the battlefield while forging friendships, uncovering secrets, and possibly finding love. Alongside her talking sword, Lan embarks on a journey filled with emotional highs and lows, learning to protect not just herself, but the people she cares about. With features like map exploration to connect with characters, a chronicle mode to revisit key moments, and hidden endings that unlock ancient memories tied to the cursed sword, there's plenty to dive into. If you're looking for a game that combines intense storytelling with a touch of strategy and heartwarming relationships, Battlefield Waltz is a great choice to experience on the Nintendo Switch this April 8, 2025. Up next is the Red Bell's Lament. In this story-driven game, you step into the shoes of Juliet Rose, a skilled vampire hunter on a mission for revenge. Set in Himeria, a once peaceful kingdom, shattered by a devastating vampire attack, the story begins with Juliet joining an elite squad tasked with invading Nyx, the mysterious vampire world. This is her chance to confront the creatures who ruined her life, but what unfolds is a high-stakes game where trust is fragile and the fate of the world hangs in the balance. I love Anastasia from Voltage's other game, Even If Tempest, so I have high expectations from Juliet. So far, there has been no information yet on whether the Red Bell's Lament will follow Even If Tempest's gameplay, but I'm all for it either way. I like the character designs of not just the love interests, but also the cast. So if you enjoy narrative-heavy games with dark themes and complex characters, this game is worth exploring. I think it's perfect for fans of fantasy tales about vengeance, sacrifice, and uncovering hidden truths. Then we have 7 Scarlet. This visual novel is set in the eerie crescent moon-shaped town of Okunizato. You play as a young woman searching for her missing brother. And as you dig deeper into the town's mysteries, you uncover its haunting legends and meet fascinating characters, each with their own secrets. I played this back when it was released on the PS Vita, and I'm super excited to revisit the lore of this game. To be honest, I'm not exactly a fan of the heroine or female lead in this game, but the mysteries and cast more than make up for it. The art and music create an immersive atmosphere, from the vibrant character designs by Chinatsu Kurahana, known for her work on Utapri and Fire Emblem Three Houses, to the moody townscapes that shift the story's tone. While the pacing starts off slow, the twists and character development make it worth sticking with. If you enjoy unraveling dark secrets and what seems to be cozy yet chilling settings, 7 Scarlet is right up your alley. Up next is Heart Cage. In this mysterious Otome game, you play as Orly, a detective who moves to a quiet town, only to be drawn into a chilling serial killer case. As you investigate, you meet a group of intriguing and dangerously obsessive characters, each with their own quirks and secrets. I'm a fan of the developer's other works, so I'm keeping Heart Cage in my radar. Do note though that this has trigger warnings and mature content. With 6 different romance routes, over 20 endings, and a mix of yandere love interests, the game keeps you guessing at every turn. Plus, there's a supernatural twist with some characters bringing a touch of fantasy to the story. You'll navigate a world full of suspense, where every choice matters, and uncover deep, dark secrets while balancing the tension of romance and danger. It's perfect for players who want a more mature Otome game with a touch of thrill and psychological depth. Heartcage currently has a free extended demo that you can check out, while the full game is planned to release this 2025. Next up is Drops of Death. This gripping murder mystery Amari game blends romance and suspense in a way that keeps you on the edge of your seat. You play as Adrian, a college student, whose relaxing evening swim turns into a nightmare when a hooded killer appears. As the investigation unfolds, you get to know 4 intriguing characters: your best friend Edwin, the bubbly detective Fawn, the quiet simmer Natasha, and the dedicated detective Nick. But here's the twist. One of them might be the killer. This game is perfect if you're into suspenseful stories with a sprinkle of romance and drama. My favorite would have to be the fact that the killer is chosen randomly at the start of the game. This keeps the story fresh with every playthrough. So, whether you're here for the mystery, the thrill of uncovering the truth, or the challenge of navigating complex relationships, Drops of Death should deliver an intense yet engaging experience that will keep you guessing until the very end. Moving on, we have Talents. This charming visual novel is about following your dream in the game development world while navigating friendships, teamwork, and love. You play as an aspiring game writer who teams up with a quirky and talented group of co-founders, each with their own unique skills and personalities. Together, you aim to rise to the top of the indie gaming scene. Along the way, you can explore romantic storylines with one of the 4 love interests, the passionate CEO, Chris, the twins, composer Soma and programmer Sosuke, and the artist Harry. This game is perfect if you enjoy stories about creativity, teamwork, and love with a sprinkle of gaming industry drama. The art is pretty good, albeit a bit inconsistent, and the English voice acting helps bring the characters to life. One thing that I'm intrigued about is that the game has a fun writing minigame that ties into the story and keeps things interactive. So if you're into visual novels with a mix of romance, career challenges, and a cozy yet ambitious vibe, Talents could be a great pick to unwind and dream big. Up next is Mistonia no Kibou. The story centers around applause, a maid with a mysterious past, and a burning desire for revenge. She infiltrates a noble household under a false identity, hoping to uncover the truth behind a tragedy that shattered her life. The world building draws you into a rich setting of fairies and humans, with its own moral codes and mysteries. A unique feature is the true harem ending, where all the relationships converge. While the game isn't very long, its pacing fits the story's themes, though some romances feel a bit rushed. Applause's journey feels personal, and the game's focus on meaningful relationships, both romantic and otherwise, creates an experience that feels grounded despite the fantasy setting. If you're a fan of stories where strong characters and world building take center stage, Mistonia no Kibou The Lost Delight is definitely worth your time. It's a thoughtful and engaging mix of intrigue, romance, and fantasy. Next up is Utakata no Uchronia. This steampunk visual novel is set in the dazzling flying city of Itehari, where utopian beauty hides darker truths. You play as Hinagiku, a noblewoman who dreams of a life beyond the city's walls. When she meets an amnesiac man named Yashiro, her life takes a dramatic turn, pulling her into a web of secrets about Itehari's seemingly perfect society. The game explores themes like justice, power, and the clash between ideals and reality, all while offering moments of heartfelt character interactions and a touch of romance. The game is perfect for players who love intricate storytelling and complex characters. While the pacing might feel slow at times, and the romance is more subtle, the stunning art, immersive music, and deep world building make up for it. Each character has a rich backstory that unfolds as you progress, and the voice acting brings them to life beautifully. If you enjoy visual novels with thought-provoking themes, lovable characters, and a hint of steampunk charm, Utakata no Uchronia is worth exploring, especially if you like games like Pio Fiore. Then we have BUSTAFELLOWS Season 2. If you've ever wished for a game that feels like stepping into a crime drama, BUSTAFELLOWS Season 2 is one you should check out. This sequel picks up where the original BUSTAFELLOWS left off, focusing on the gang's new adventures. Teuta, our heroine, with a knack for time travel and trouble, teams up with familiar faces, Limbo, Shu, Helvetica, Mozu, and Scarecrow, to solve crimes and deal with personal struggles. I really enjoyed the first game, so I definitely appreciate seeing where the characters' lives go next. Each male lead has their own route, packed with new revelations and challenges. If you love crime dramas with a side of romance, this game offers a unique mix of both. It's not just about solving mysteries, but also about navigating complex relationships. One thing I'm looking forward to is that you'll also get glimpses of Teuta's hilarious parents and some extra characters, although they don't play as big of a role as you might expect. With its stylish art, gripping narrative, and movie-like pacing, the game feels like binge-watching a crime show, only you're in control. Moving on, we have Arcana Famiglia Rinato. This Otome puts you in the shoes of Felicita, a determined young woman navigating a world of family, power, and destiny. After growing up in isolation, Felicita is invited to join her father's organization, the Arcana Famiglia, a group bound by contracts with mysterious arcana powers. Then things take a dramatic turn when her father announces an upcoming competition, the Arcana Duelo, where the winner will inherit his position as leader and her hand in marriage. Refusing to let others decide her future, Felicita enters the duel herself, setting the stage for a gripping tale of courage, self-discovery, and love. I'm a big fan of the anime. I love the cast and their relationships and loyalty to each other. It has been around a decade since then, and with it being a Nintendo Switch port, the visuals might be a bit dated. That said, the blend of romance, action, and a bit of intrigue makes this game a relaxing yet captivating experience, especially for players who enjoy unraveling complex relationships. So, whether you're drawn to its unique premise or its compelling characters, Arcana Famiglia Rinato still offers a cozy and immersive way to escape into a rich storybook world. Up next is Salvus Aries. If you've ever wondered what happens after the end, this Otome takes you on a journey to the afterlife in a way that's deep, emotional, and beautifully unique. Your story starts at rock bottom, literally. The heroine has already faced her death, at the chopping block no less, and now wakes up in the afterlife, sentenced to work as a reaper. Her job? To collect souls and atone for sins she doesn't even remember. As she navigates her new role, she begins to piece together her mysterious past while grappling with her present. The big twist? She's not just dealing with souls and secrets. Her own inner struggles could be the greatest challenge for her and her companions. What sets Salvus Aries apart is how it balances heavy themes with moments of hope and warmth. It's a story about redemption and the complicated parts of being human, even when you're not alive anymore. So if you're ready to explore what comes after the end, Salvus Aries might just be the story for you. Then we have Chromatic Agape. In this fantasy amare visual novel, you step into the shoes of Sev, a soon-to-be medical graduate who gets pulled into the world of their own childhood painting. This painting, filled with mysterious heroes and a half-drawn villain, transforms into a living, breathing realm where Sev is seen as a creator by the characters within. Each of these colorful characters have their own personality and approach to love, from the fiercely protective Yulin to the enigmatic and loyal Shiloh. And with a story that weaves romance, mystery, and the power of choice, you'll navigate dark and emotional themes while uncovering the truth behind your creation's intentions. What I like is that you can tailor your character's look, choose pronouns, and even adjust content warnings for a more personalized experience. So, whether you're drawn to its emotionally complex story or its diverse cast of characters, this is a game for those who enjoy darker, thought-provoking adventures with a touch of romance. Up next is Neverlander, an awfully big adventure. In this magical reimagining of the Peter Pan story, you play as a practical and independent young woman whose life takes an unexpected turn when a mischievous boy crash lands into your world. Suddenly, you're whisked off to Neverland, a place full of pirates, treasures, fairies, and mysteries. Along the way, you'll meet intriguing characters like the reckless Peter, a fearsome pirate captain, a peculiar fairy, and others, each offering their own story and challenges. With 4+ romanceable characters, and a story inspired by J.M. Barrie's timeless tale, this visual novel promises about 10 hours of whimsical gameplay with beautiful art, Japanese voice acting, and an original soundtrack to immerse you in the adventure. This game is perfect if you love fantasy tales, Otome games, or simply the idea of revisiting Neverland in a fresh and emotional way. It's not just about romance. It's about learning to embrace freedom, adventure, and a sense of wonder. Whether you're drawn to the allure of pirates, the charm of fairies, or the mysteries of a world where you never grow up, Neverlander offers a relaxing escape into a nostalgic yet fresh story that's easy to fall in love with. Moving on, we have TOUCHSTARVED, where you play as a cursed protagonist whose touch drives humans to madness, forcing you to seek salvation in the shadowy city of Aridia. Here, your fate becomes entwined with 5 monstrous yet alluring strangers, each capable of offering redemption or ruin. The choices you make shape the story, leading to endings that range from hauntingly romantic to spine-chillingly horrific. This game is perfect for players who enjoy exploring morally complex stories with rich branching paths. With customizable characters, multiple backstories, and a narrative designed for replayability, TOUCHSTARVED offers a deeply personal experience. The combination of romance, horror, and intricate storytelling makes it ideal for fans of dark fantasy who love the thrill of navigating high-stakes choices. It's an immersive adventure that will keep you engaged as you decide how far you're willing to go to break your curse. Then we have Snowkissed Romance. This game invites you to experience a heartwarming story set in the snowy, magical town of Itehari during the winter break of 1994. You'll return to your aunt's cozy ski resort for what seems like a peaceful holiday with your best friend, until your older brother and his college roommates, who happen to be your childhood friends, show up. As you reconnect with familiar faces and meet new ones, you'll navigate the complex emotions of love, friendship, and self-discovery. What makes Snowkissed Romance stand out is its depth of customization and gameplay. You can personalize everything about your character, from their name and appearance to their zodiac sign and personality traits. Your decisions impact your relationships and stats, such as charm, resilience, and sensitivity, which evolve throughout the game. The addition of fun features like working at your aunt's cocoa shop, day planning, and uncovering hidden secrets adds variety and replay value. And there you have it. Which ones are you looking forward to this 2025? If you haven't seen it, we cover Otome and Amari news, recommendations, and reviews in this channel. And in this video, we're checking out 10 underrated Otome games released last 2024 that you might have missed.